On today's episode of MotoCheez.
The following movie is rated I.
I didn't notice that before, but I guess when the RPMs go up, I lose boost. Or my belt's slipping. Yep, that's my problem. I knew I smelled the belt. I smell it now. It's loose. Too much power, Mini. Have to put some pressure on that belt. Yeah, look. It's all a little chewed up. Woo, it's warm too. That's definitely the problem. It's probably a 3L belt that goes on there. So it probably wore the edges down by the looks of it. So I need a 3L. I don't think anybody carries those. The 4L will wear down to the 3L soon. Doesn't say it, but that's why I was riding on the top of the pulleys. Now it's worn in. We'll tighten it up. And then I'll see if anybody's got one. Better get a couple of those.
A few moments later.
Tightened up your belt, Mini. Come on, let's see how you start, Mini. Oh, can't choke it good, huh? Too much fuel. Huh. Oh. That blew something off. Must have got too much fuel. Would you? Oh, pop that off. Note to self. Don't choke it. Oh no. Pop that right off. Holy shit. Blew that right off of there. Well, shit. Hope it didn't threads up. Son of a bitch. Shouldn't have choked it. Darn it. Nope, we're not going anywhere, Mini.
A few moments later.
Got her all back together. Thought I stripped that, but I tightened that on there good. That hose a little longer than what I really want, but I want to make a bracket from here to here so it doesn't pop that off again. It must not have been on threaded all the way. I thought I had it twisted around a few times. It is now. Disconnected that choke. I'm not going to do that mistake again. If you think about it, look at that long pipe it's got to get through. Now you choke this off, there's no velocity to push the fuel and air. So you just got to sit there with the accelerator pump and warm it up and let it go from there. That's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to make some brackets from this too, I think. At least one bracket. Take the relief. I know it's only a carburetor, it doesn't weigh anything, but make brackets. Then you don't have to worry about vibrations and all that stuff. Everything will be all solid.
The next day.
I put this bracket, I don't know if you can see it. I mounted that bracket so it's more rigid since that's a plastic nipple there. I found something peculiar today. You know how this has that shut off? Or I don't know if that anti-diesel, I don't know what the heck that is. I think so when you shut it off it cuts the fuel. But I'm looking at it and I'm going, this carburetor is totally isolated, there's no ground. So I ran the ground, plugged it in, hooked it up to that, started it up, ran pretty good. As soon as I disconnect it, shut it off. So, I don't know. Well, Gary's supposed to give me a piece of stainless pipe like that. It's 2-inch OD, that one's too big. I bought the proper connections for these. I bought 2 straights and a 45. All that's coming too. Oh yeah, I bought the hose. See, this is disconnected because that comes from here, which is the crank. And I'm going to loop it around, put a T, because this comes from the gas tank, and that used to go to one of those, but from underneath. So yeah, it's coming together. We'll go for a ride, Mini. You might want to try to tune that carb again, huh? Crazy, right? It shouldn't even run with that. I don't know. I don't get it either. Can't believe I blew that pipe off today either. I guess you don't use a choke on the draw through carburetor. No room. Oh, what an idiot. Driving on a road with the top up. Why didn't anybody tell me? Backfired. Huh. That's weird. I don't remember doing that when that valve was disconnected. Huh. Definitely didn't do that with that disconnected. But it used to do that when it was just carbureted. Both carburetors. Guess I'll find out when I get the AFR gauge. That belt's slipping. I don't know if I can tighten it anymore either. Loosey goosey. Oh, something. Yeah, I probably got just enough to tighten that one up. Let her cool down, boys.
A few moments later.
Belt. Well, first time he left me stranded, Minnie. I had my son coming to pick me up so I can get a belt and get it home. It's either that or tow it all the way home.
20 minutes later.
Seems to be working now.
You want to follow your home? Make sure.
Yep.
Alright.
The next day.
I got the new belt on from last night and I got it tightened like almost all the way up already. Also talked with my buddy, asked if I should put a pop-off valve on this. He gave me another pipe. We're gonna have to weld a pop-off valve and have it come out over here or something, just in case, so it doesn't blow my things apart again. I'm gonna unplug the carburetor because I honestly think it ran better, which doesn't make any sense, right? My air-fuel ratio should be here, maybe today. Back her out. It shouldn't run with that disconnected, but it did, and it does. Does anybody know? Like, I've never figured out what these do yet. Like, I think that might be the primary. Maybe they both have something to do with just a mixture. Half, one. See, I don't like that. Unburned fuel. I don't know. Like I say, guys, I don't know anything about boosting. Oh, I had Pro Donor sent me some measurements of the dipstick. When the belt breaks, knocks that head right off. I don't know if it's in the tank. I guess I should get my little Odie rides. It gave me that little magnet. Maybe the dipstick's in there. I don't know. Not gonna hurt anything laying in there, but if I can get it out. It's 126 millimeters on a low mark and 104.5 104.5 on a high mark. 104.5. 126. 104, 126. That's the low mark. So the high mark should be there to be full. That's the full mark. Now I gotta find my Odie Rides magnet. I put them all over and I don't remember what the heck I did with them all. I just had one in my pocket. Let's do some magnet fishing. Nope. Darn it. Yeah, see, still right up to the full. Right, still full, Mini. It's not blow by because I just checked it just before I left that day. That'll be my dipstick until I can make something. I gotta find a big cap for that. There it is, my filler cap. I can't find them anywhere online. Anybody got a resource, send me a link. Mucho appreciated. Cap that off until I get my parts too. Let me try this one more time. If I bend it a little. Oh, it does go. Hope it don't get stuck in there though. No, I hit something. I don't think it wouldn't have slid in there. There's a little tiny stop in there. So it's sitting on the side of the road somewhere on that straightaway on Route 7. Wonder if I should take a ride or walk it.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Oh, there we go. AFR gauge is here, boys. I got the GlowShift to match what I got. If I can get one on this side, or when the other one comes in, they'll both go right there. Boom, boom. Run the wires the same way as the tack. Never did one of these before either. Got to weld in my little bung hole. Right there would be good. I can still get in there and weld it while it's on the car. See what size drill bit I need, y'all. Prep the area and weld her in. That'll do her. Well, that's what it'll look like. Tight area to weld, but it's sealed. You see, I can weld much better than that, but if I do this kind of work, then I don't have people asking me to do stuff on their vehicles and motorcycles, right?
That's pretty good for an average guy.
Ho ho ho! Well, look at that. It's got never sees on it already. And it has a data logger too. I have to figure that out eventually. Got my spare belts now. I'm not going to get stranded because of a belt this time. Oh my god. You're not going to believe it. Let me get the flashlight. Look what I found. Boy, it's jammed in there good too. Look at. Can you believe it? Oh my god. I can't believe it. I straightened it out, but it looks like it started to break. Like right there. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I might end up just cutting it off there so it doesn't hit this and knock it off next time. There it is. Dipstick mod. If you've ever thrown a belt, I know Pro Donor and some other people have, and it lost your dipstick tube, you may want to think about cutting that off. There. Might still hit it, but it's not going to rip it out. Yeah, the cord that attaches to that sensor is plenty long enough. That'll definitely make it up through underneath my dash and over to where my gauges are going. I got my line run through. I also ran my long vacuum line since that's going to have to come up here for the boost gauge. having it all come up through where my tack is hooked up, and I want to mount it to the top of the tack somehow. I'll figure that out later. So, and then the box will probably go under the dash there somewhere. I got a wire to power up and give it a try. Made my notch a little bigger so it'll fit the vacuum lines and the wires with some spare room. It's all wired up. See if it comes on. Yep, it came on. Let's see if I can get it temporarily mounted at least and fire it up and see what we get for readings. That's not too bad a job. Comes up, runs along with these other wires to the frame rail. Follows the wires. There's the connector, waterproof connector. Comes through, around. Then it goes through a grommet here. Follows another set of wires going up through there, across the dash, and boink. Boink there! So I put some slots in this little holder. So hopefully I can strap this around. The other gauge is same brand, so hopefully it comes with the same thing. And that'll strap it on there, I hope. We'll see. Oh, would you look at that? It actually worked. Pretty, you know, enough to hold it. Do we give it a shot and fire it up? Let's see what it does. The reading 20. So apparently I was supposed to go 10 degrees off the top of the pipe because it could get moisture, or I think it's anywhere from here to there, is it? The bunk should be placed at a 10 to 90 degree. Okay, so I'm good. Woo! Thank God for that. Now, to calibrate it, I guess you gotta turn it on. Hold the button for 3 seconds. The LED display in the gauge will show a 2 until the calibration process is over. Oh, there's a button on the controller. So apparently, I didn't see it, but there's a button on that controller. Push that button for 3 seconds. Alright, so it does an 02. And then what's it gonna do? Okay. There. It's calibrated. With the gauge turned on, press and hold the button for 10 seconds. Gauge set up. 10 seconds. Gas. Alright, that's what we want. Press and hold the button for 5 seconds. Alright, we're gas. This hose is not hooked up, but that's for my boost gauge. Hopefully I can do it like that and put them together. How's it going? I'm recording. Just put a supercharger on that thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was it?
Pretty good. More than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
So now, yeah, I don't want to blow it up, so I'm putting like air-fuel ratio things on it so I can get it tuned in right. It's only a little 3-cylinder motor on it. Yeah, check it out. I made it into a dump too. Yeah, if you peek, right there's a supercharger.
So you did all this here, huh?
Yeah, I had to weld up and make flanges and pipe it all in.
Awesome.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
I put a little temporary boost gauge because I ordered one of these. I don't know if that's what's in here. But now I got air-fuel ratio gauge, so I'll know if it's too lean when you're under boost because you could blow the motor easy.
Yeah.
I'll feel a little safer. It's not a lot of boost, but it's like 7-8 pounds maximum boost, which is, I wanted to kind of have 6, but...
Hey, 7 or 8, you can...
Yeah, it's more,
yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'd have to change the pulleys.
Well, at least, I mean, if you wanted a 6, you're not pushing it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You had it
Right.
You had the stick, you try and push it a little bit more. You push
exactly.
it.
Right.
You already have it.
And everybody always wants more and more.
Yeah.
But this thing's only 53 horsepower stock.
Yeah.
Now it's probably 70 maybe. Pretty good jump. There's definitely more horsepower, but the torque is unbelievable. Because that's what, you know, superchargers are good for torque. Yeah. Turbochargers are good for horsepower, you know. So, I've never done it before. I've never had a boosted car, so.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I don't really want to screw it up. I mean, it runs so good.
Yeah.
Of course, now there's all this other shit on there, but whatever.
Hey, you'll get to it eventually if you're doing all this here.
Yeah. And if it's too much of a headache, I'll go back to just carbureted.
Good job, though.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too, boss. You're safe.
Forgot my mufflers on here. Sounds like you're running over a cat. So I looked it up. It looks like 11.8 under boost is what everybody's calling for. And I think it said like 12 cruising or something like that. Gotta warm you up again, Minnie. That's about 5 pounds boost. Stupid flat spots in the tires. Of course, that's part throttle. That was about half throttle. That's cruising, but still boosting a little. Oh no, definitely not. Definitely too lean. Well, looks like I gotta drill that main out a little more. That's like quarter throttle. Oh no. Holy shit, dude. That thing's like 8 pounds of boost. I didn't realize. Oh my god. Too much. I didn't want all that. Now that the belt's tight. Wow. Honestly, I'm about quarter throttle and I'd be happy with that power gain. This is going to be ridiculous once I get that main jet all dialed in and drilled out. I'm a little nervous. Wish I had someone to bounce back on. Guess my belt wasn't tight enough, eh? I knew it. Still does that little pop. What's up, Minitruck? I gotta ask, are you okay with all this? You know, what you're going through? Alright, because definitely gotta have your consent. There could be some side effects, as you see. It could be fatal. If you think it's worth it and you want to go along with it, let me know. Alright, we're all good. Trying my best. We'll get through this and get it right. And you'll be fine.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.